All right, so I am back. So as I was telling you guys, is like the purpose of primary key is that you want to keep that record as unique, right? Okay. So now if you will enter that information again, then what will happen? Database will throw an error. So if I enter for 2, then it will throw an error, right? So what there are two solutions for this problem. One is that if it is an increment number, okay, so it should be incremented by itself, right? Like let's let's not give uh, a user that they need to they need to give this value. It should be incremented by itself, okay, all right. Or the third way is, sorry, second way is that whatever we are inserting, we should value, we should check in the database. If that value already exists, then we should display a message that this value already exists and you should give a different value, right? So let's take the first approach first, right? So what I will do is, uh, so whenever a row is getting inserted, what I will do is I'll go here. I will, so there is a function called dw underscore one dot set item column name. Okay, so what is the column name? Let me go and pick it from there. Modify. This is the column name. CNT underscore ID. CNT underscore ID. I'll go here. CNT underscore ID. And then I'll keep something, some number, let's say 4. But it will be again a kind of hard coded value. So what we should do is we should do one thing, like select max C and T underscore ID from, what was the table name? Country underscore MST. Country underscore MST. Yes. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm writing a SQL. What is that SQL is? I'm trying to get the maximum number, whatever is there of this column, and will in take that value and put in this variable. Okay, we'll discuss variables also in next class. So I'll put in this variable, right? And then if this variable's value is 0, let's say there is no record, right? Or what I will do is this equal to this plus 1. Okay? And then I can use this variable here, control S. It says syntax error. Select max CNTID into this from this table. Yes. Oh, set item function is wrong, looks like. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just what is the set item column name? Okay. So first we have to give the row ID basically. So row ID is 1 in this case, and this one control S. Still there is a syntax error. Uh, So whenever we use variable, now let's see one so rather CB times control S. Okay, let me run it. Right? And let's do one thing. You can type here something, right? It's not so. What you can do is if you want to make a column just for display purpose, so you can change the tab order. Okay, so this is the tab order. Just make it to 0. If you have done that, in that way, a user will not be able to enter, click on this one, right? You can enter the information only in this column, right? India, America, Japan, and let's say PAKISTA in Pakistan, and save it, right? You can click on new and then you can save it. Again, one more country, let's say Nepal, save it, right? Okay, very good. So now what you are doing is you have done that. So after saving this information, I'm clicking on this new button, right? So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So what I should do is I can call this a script, okay, as I called here, right? Control C, save. After retrieving this information, I can do like this, Control S, right? What will happen after retrieving this information? A new record will be created in this. Let's see how does it work. ENG Ale Bangla DE Bangladesh. Save, right? And then you can do it like CHINA China. Save it, right? So this is how you can. Now I am able to write this information. Believe me, it is not deleted. It is not deleted or it is not changed. Why? It is changed only in Power Builder. We have not, even though if you save it, right? See, one blank is saved, right? Because there was nothing, so one blank. Okay. So even you save it, right? Then again it is refreshed. Why? Because you are not saving the information of this data window. And if you are not saving the information of this data window, then let's not allow user to enter anything to edit this. So what you can do is 0 and then 0. Save it. Go back. One more thing, when you are saving this information without a country, right, you should check it before you save it, right? Because there's no use of this one, right? Now you can click on this, you cannot do anything, right? So what we can do is we should not allow to save any information if country name is blank. So what you can do is you can do in this way. Before saving, you should check the value of that column. So as you can, so there are two functions basically. One is set item and the other one is get item. So what you can do is script dw underscore one dot get item. Okay, one cnt underscore name. Get item. Oh, sorry. Function is get item string string. If this column is of varchar type, then we will use get item string. If this column is of name, then we should, numeric value, then we should use get item number. If it is a date, then we should use get item date. Now what you can do is just create a local variable, and that variable is, let's say, a string type variable ls underscore cnt underscore name. Then we can take this one, keep in front of this one, so that, one second guys, let me pause this. Right, I am back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the value of this column, saving in this, keeping in this variable, and I'll check this variable, control C. If this is equal to this, or this is equal to this, then, and if message box information, this is a information, country name should not be blank blank. If it is the case, then return. Control S. All right, let's check whether it works or not. Oh, it is not working, right? Okay, let's go there. So, or there is a function called length of this is equal to 0, then it should run. No, we are able to insert again. Why is that so? Because it is having null rather than this empty string. Okay, so what we can do is, if this is null or this, let's run it. See how it executed. Country name should not be blank, right? It is not allowed. But if you just press, space bar and save it, still, because we have kept all the rules over there, right? And if you want to save, what happened? Well, let's check that. Is null or this or is equal to 0, then only do like that. Okay? So what is happening? See, whenever you call this update function, we should always call this also tw underscore one dot a double c e p t accept text. Let's see. It is allowing now. Okay. I'll tell you the funda of that accept text functions also. All right. So, and if there is nothing, and if you are typing just a space bar, it is allowing you to save it. You know why? Because this condition is not true. In case of you have typed this space bar, this condition is also not true. This condition is also not true. So what you can do is trim. So what trim function does is, trim functions removes the spaces. Now you type this, save it. Now this code, right? Okay, so you have prepared this screen, but still you cannot do the changes. Let's say if I want to further, uh, you know, I, if I did a mistake, I want to correct that, right? So how do I do that? Okay, so what I can do is, means, so far what we are doing is we are inserting the new values. We are inserting the new values, but I want to update the existing values. So what I should do is, first I should be able to, you know, get this information here, and then I can save it. Okay, so there is a function called, okay, let me write the code over here. So there are so many events of this data window control. We have an event called button click. Okay, not button click, sorry, double click. Okay, on double click, what I want to do is, I want to write some code over here, and that code, what that code will do is, that code will get a value. Okay, this dot, if row is greater than 0, then And if I'll tell you, I'll explain you, don't worry. This dot get item number row CNTID. Okay. PW underscore one dot retrieve retrieve this will so less. Okay. So but here I have to define a retrieval argument. I have to define a retrieval argument. So what you will do is go here, okay, go here and retrieval argument CNTID A underscore CNTID number type. Okay, and now convert to syntax and add here where control C control V equal to A underscore CNT underscore ID error. Okay, now what will happen is if you will click here, that record will go up, right? You can see. Okay, let me write some more code over here. That is whatever row you are selecting, that row is getting selected, right? And the existing row is unselected, and then you can make the required changes like this. One second, guys.